Sports Radio 1400 WKAV. This is the morning show. Good morning, by the way. My name's Mark. Hope everyone's having a great holiday season so far. And since it is the holidays and you're asking yourself, what do you get your boyfriend? What do you get your brother, your dad, or whoever if he's a big video game guy? Well, I got the perfect guy to talk to. His name is Christian McLead. He's the senior writer for OperationSports.com. And we're here to talk some video game football, my favorite growing up. Christian, how you doing this morning?
Doing well, Mark. Thanks for having me.
All right. Let's start at the beginning. If people don't know what OperationSports.com is, what are you guys all about?
We are one of the largest sports gaming websites on the net, dedicated to sports gaming. So we'll cover all the various football games, hockey games, soccer games, anything that is sports-related and a video game, we cover it.
Yeah, that's good. I was checking out the site earlier. It's a great site. And I'm going to just ask you this. Do you like anything besides sports video games, or is that where your first passion is?
My passion is sports video games, but I'm a gamer at heart from Super Mario Brothers back to the Atari days. So big fan of first-person shooters, any type of platforming game, the Grand Theft Auto games, but my love is sports. All
right, we'll get into that in a second, but I just want to make sure. So how long have you been working for the site?
Been working for Operation Sports for a little over 2 years now. Actually was a big fan of the site and have been visiting since about 2003.
And then my question for you is, and we were just talking about this a second ago, I want our listeners to hear this answer because I think it's awesome. Do you guys get the games for free? I mean, what happens exactly so you can review a game?
Well, typically what we'll do is we'll be invited to a preview event, whether that's during maybe the NFL draft or the football games or, E3, which is a big video game expo out in L.A. We'll get to preview the games. We'll play kind of an early copy at that point. Then what will happen is we'll either get a debug code maybe a few months before the game releases. And that's not a gold copy, which is a finalized build, so there are still some glitches and bugs, but we get the main crux of the game so we can review it. There are other games like Madden, NCAA Football, NHL, where we will get those probably 2 weeks before release or so we do get them for free.
And I was just thinking, the bug version, is that kind of like how, like Xbox will do the beta version of Halo before it comes out? Is it kind of like that?
Yeah, it's a lot like that, except we have to get these special debug consoles, which are specially made to handle those type of games. They're early development games.
Sports Radio 1400 WKV. We're here with Christian McLead from OperationSports.com. He's a senior writer for a sports video game site. I think you're living the dream of most guys here for our listening area.
I have no complaints. I love what I do.
Okay, all right. I'm a big Madden guy, and I just want you to know, growing up, and I want to know your thoughts first. I want you to know I grew up on Sports Talk Football with Joe Montana, and then I started getting into Madden, I'd say about 93, 94, and I bought the game every single year since then. Before we get your review of Madden, how big of a Madden fan are you as well?
I'm with you, Mark. I am a Madden junkie. I started as well with the Tecmo Bowls, the Sports Talk Footballs. Growing up in the mid to late 80s, early 90s, when Madden released in about 93, I've got some very fond memories, and I've been hooked ever since. I still remember the days of playing with the Philadelphia Eagles and fake Randall Cunningham. I think his name was the QB Eagles, and he was basically unstoppable in that game.
It's the roster player, the most cliche thing used in sports video games.
Exactly.
Okay, I want to ask your thoughts. Okay, I know you probably reviewed Madden 11 like about 4 months ago. What was your review of the game?
Now, I was a big fan of Madden 10, and I think there were some very cool aspects of Madden 11. As big of a fan as I am of the series, Madden 11 kind of let me down. I felt like it was a big rehash of Madden 10. It's still a great game, but as somebody that dumped hundreds of hours into Madden 10 like I did, I didn't feel as big of a step up as in previous years. But that being said, it's still an outstanding game. I mean, to me, it was a 7, 7.5, 8.0. It wasn't the best Madden ever made, but it wasn't the worst.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think from 09 to the 10 game, I think there was a huge step where, step up. But yeah, I think it's just it was just a of last year's game.
Yeah, and I really did enjoy the locomotion engine that they put in. which is kind of the more fluid running animations. That added a lot. There's just something missing for me. It just felt like a rehash of the franchise mode, and just a lot of the in-depth stuff was missing that previous years, like you said, from 09 to 10, where that huge leap was. It just wasn't there for me.
Well, I know in 11, the big keys are, you got Gus Johnson. You also have what are they calling it? Like the coach just makes the calls for you. What is that called exactly? I can't think of it.
It's like play calling. The one-button play call. Yeah,
it's something like that. What's funny, if you have like 20 minutes, I kind of like it, though. I know some people don't. I kind of like it where I can just do the play, and then if I don't like the call, I could just use audible at the line. I kind of like it.
Game flow. No, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's it.
No, I'm with you. To me, being a hardcore sports gamer, I almost felt insulted that game flow was added into the game. I get where they're coming from, but it seems to me that they're really catering towards more of a casual audience with these games. But like I said, if you're the more casual gamer that just wants to sit down, knock a game out in 30 minutes, doesn't care about the cutscenes and the presentation, and just get down to the nitty-gritty of football, you don't care about calling your own plays, game flow is awesome. If you're a hardcore sports geek, you want to be involved in every aspect of your game, and you don't mind, maybe dumping an hour to an hour and a half into your games, probably not going to like it that much. And I kind of fall into that second category, so I wasn't feeling it that much.
Sports Radio 1400 WKV. We're here with Christian McLead. He's a senior writer for OperationSports.com. We're talking Madden Football, especially during here the Christmas season. You're asking yourself, what do you want to buy your brother or your boyfriend or who else who's into video games? I know we got a lot of lady listeners as well who like to play video games. All right. I got to ask you. Also, I know Madden 11, they got rid of the speed burst, and it screws with me because I'm usually hitting X or whatever you have, and then that's the stiff arm now when I'm playing on Xbox, and it messes me up because I'm thinking, I still get speed bursts because you've had that for the past 10 years. I mean, what'd you think of that?
It was a tough adjustment at first. I'm not going to lie, though. I absolutely love it. It puts more of a focus on, watching for your run lanes and chaining together different moves. I found in the past I've been so concerned with just spamming the turbo button that I'll, miss maybe a wide open hole, or I'll miss the perfect opportunity to spin move out of a tackle. And I really enjoyed it. But, like you said, it was very difficult to get used to at first.
Well, it's not as bad as in 06 when it had the vision cones. I thought that was the worst invention ever.
I'm with you 100%. As sim-based as I am when it comes to sports games, I was not a fan of the vision cone.
And in case our listeners don't know, the vision cone was like an actual vision cone to the quarterback, where you had to actually have to use the R D-pad and make sure you're over there looking at your receiver, then throw it. It was unless you were Tom Brady, it was impossible to win a game.
Yes, and being a Lions fan from Michigan, it was pretty brutal for any of our quarterbacks, so was not a fan.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. All right, I want to ask you, online gaming. I'm not going to lie, I'm not a big fan because I get killed by 10-year-olds every time I try. Do you like playing online football?
Yes and no. I'm a big fan of the NCAA series of EA Sports games as well, NCAA football. That game has an online dynasty in it where you can get together with your friends and say you're in the Big Ten or the ACC for all you ACC country people, and you all play within a certain division and battle against one another and try to reign supreme for national titles. Whereas in Madden, there's an online franchise that's sort of set up that way, but it's very difficult to get 30 people to be committed to all sitting down and playing their games on a weekly basis. If you're in the right group of friends who adhere to, I guess, non-cheesy rules, and what cheese means is kind of cheating things that you can exploit in a video game, I'm a fan of online gaming. If you're going to play just random people, I'm not a fan of online football games, just because, as you mentioned, there's a 10-year-old out there. He's going to find a way to hit Randy Moss deep every play of the game. They'll find a way. It's been around since double dribble. It's going to happen. So stay away.
I agree with you. They are vicious, these 10-year-olds here. They'll talk trash as well. They're not going to mess around.
Exactly.
Sports Radio 1400 WKV. We're talking Madden Football with an expert. That's what I do here on the morning show. We're here with a senior writer for OperationSports.com, Christian McLead. All right, here's my number one complaint with video game football, okay? And I want to know your opinion, all right? This is my biggest problem. And I don't know why they've never fixed this, but here's the thing. At the line of scrimmage, I snap the ball. I still can't see some of my receivers where it's like I'm throwing to each flat, left or right, and I'm blindly throwing the ball and it gets picked off. Why can they not fix this in a video game? I need to ask the expert. That's why I have you on here. Why can't they fix this? We have high-definition TVs. What is the problem?
I'm with you. Especially if you look back at previous generations of consoles like the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox, before HD and LCD TVs came out, there was a widescreen mode where it actually would stretch the field exactly like you're talking about. For some unknown reason, that feature has not made its way over to today's video games, and I'm just not sure. I'm with you, Mark. It's tough sometimes. You're thrown into the blind spots and getting picked off, and that can cost you a game, especially to a 10-year-old online.
Yeah, and the guy, and what's funny, like let's say, you're the Saints. All right, I'm going to throw to Reggie Bush. That'll be the safe play. There's a linebacker there somehow, perfectly ready for the pick six. I'm like, where? They don't even do this in real football. Where is he coming from?
Yep, and that's kind of the Achilles heel of football, especially I found the Madden series the past couple of years, is as hard as the developers trying to replicate NFL football, they're never going to get, I guess, the player tendencies the way they are in real life. There's always some aspect of artificial intelligence programming in there, and it's causing those issues like you just said.
All right, before I let you go here on the morning show, and thank you for coming on, I want to know, okay, you're the expert. What are some of the best teams to be in Madden 11? If you're going to take on guys online or your friends, and you're not really good, you don't know, even if you don't know a lot about football, what are some of your top teams to play as in Madden?
Well, the obvious choice is going to be the Patriots. Tom Brady, all those wideouts, the run game, they're just a solid offensive team, top to bottom. Then you've got the Philadelphia Eagles because of Michael Vick. And going back to the whole cheese issue that I said way back when, people will love to grab the Eagles and just kind of roll out with Michael Vick every chance that they get. And again, because of the computer programming, a lot of the times your linebackers, your safeties, your D linemen will not pursue the quarterback, so you can get some easy yards that way. Same thing with the Denver Broncos. They're a big team being used online because of Tim Tebow. So I would have to say, though, the Eagles and Patriots are number 1 and 2. Throw the Broncos in there, and then maybe a team like the Chargers. They're a highly used team as well.
Oh, I like that. What about your Lions?
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah, but you know what? I played as the Lions for a second. Best is pretty good. He's pretty fast in the game.
He is. He's solid, and same with Kelvin Johnson. So you can just keep throwing long passes up there to Kelvin and let him go get it. And unlike real life, you can actually keep a quarterback healthy in Madden, the Madden version of the Lions. So before I let you go real quick, Christian, I love the Madden moments. I will sit there on a Saturday and try to beat all of them. I get so addicted to that. Do you as well? I do. I love the Madden moments. I don't like the fact that the Madden moments cost money or in-game currency. The free ones, outstanding idea, good times, but I'm against spending money to play the Madden moments.
Sports Radio 1400, we're here with Christian McLead. All right, Christian, I'm going to let you go, but thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it, and we learned a lot. And check out OperationSports.com. Hope you have a great holiday, and we hope we can get you on the next couple of weeks.
Great. Appreciate it. Hey, thanks a lot, Mark. Anytime.